Hi, good morning, everybody. This is Calvin Butler with RBBS Property Holdings and Flipstream, flip-stream.com. And I'm here today with Mr. Mark. Do you pronounce that Crayton or Crayton?
Crayton.
Okay, we're with Mr. Mark Crayton, one of our new Flipstream members, looking to become a real estate day trader. So, Mark, this is your first mentorship session. Okay. So you've had a chance to kind of get into the back office area of Flipstream and look around. What's your feeling so far?
Well, I'm excited about getting it started, and it's so much excitement going through me. I sort of forgot where to start at, and that's where that's why I reached out to you, because you was explaining before I started. You was explaining something to me in a way to get started that wouldn't cost me nothing. But once I logged into the back office and watched a few videos, I got too much excitement and it made me sort of forgot about our conversation.
Yeah, we do offer a lot for that $19.99 but I must admit, it is a little bit overwhelming. People kind of find it hard to believe when they first hear about it, because you have other companies out there that are charging, $3, $4, $5, $6, $10,000, for stuff and they don't give you nearly the stuff that we give you access to. So
that's
I understand
correct.
That. So I understand
but just one of the things that you got, they charge you that much for it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, look, there are companies out there that are charging, $5,000 for a mentorship session for an hour conversation with a mentor on the phone. And we don't charge anything up front for our mentorship session. We only charge you if our mentorship session leads you to closing a deal. And then when you close that deal, then you pay us 10% or 20% of your settlement that you receive from that deal. So
right, I heard that on one of the videos too. I'm saying maybe I misunderstood that. I heard exactly what you just said, but in my mind is, based on experience with other mentors, don't say nothing like that. So I'm assuming I heard it wrong. But yes, sir, you're correct. I heard that too.
Yeah. We actually do not charge you up front for your mentorship session, and I know that's a little bit unusual. But there are companies out there that charge a lot of money for mentorship up front. We don't charge it to our members. Now, we are going to be starting a mentorship for just people who are not members, but they're going to have to pay. If you become a subscription member of Flipstream, you don't have to pay for mentorships up front. But if you're not going to be a subscription member and you still want mentorship, then those people, obviously are gonna have to pay up front for the mentorship sessions. Okay. So but I think that's fair.
I'm glad I'm a member then.
Okay, great. All right, so let's get started. Let's start sharing my screen here with you. All right. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir, I can.
Okay, so this is Flipstream. When you first come to Flipstream, you go to flip-stream.com. This is Flipstream. Flipstream is a real estate investment platform. It's right here. What is Flipstream? Flipstream, the real estate investment platform that provides live mentorship, all the tools, resources, and weekly training needed to earn $20K a week flipping properties with none of your own money or credit for just 66 cents a day. Okay, $19.99 a month. Now, of course, that's for our first 1,000 subscribers. If you click on here, which shows you what our subscription fees are, we have an early access membership, which is what you're a part of now. Our first 1,000 subscribers get to join Flipstream for just $19.99 per month, 66 cents a day. Okay, and that won't ever change for our first 1,000 subscribers. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, it is going to be $79 per month for everybody else. Okay, the early bird gets the worm. All right, so those people that come in early, they get a great price for helping us to get this kicked off and making it popular. All we ask that you all share, Flipstream, share your experiences with Flipstream, talk about Flipstream on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. Just, if you're on these platforms, talk about Flipstream. Okay, share your experience. Help us to go viral. Okay, that's all we ask. All right. We also offer a limited lifetime membership for those people who know that this is what they want to do for life. Go ahead and lock in now at $2,500. We only have 100 lifetime memberships available. Okay, so once we are done with those that 100 lifetime membership, there will be no more lifetime membership. Everybody will have to pay their $79 per month. You know, and once we reach our first 1,000 subscribers, Flipstream is not that old. It's fairly new. I developed this. I've been flipping property since 2008. I flipped my first property in 2008. But Flipstream itself, I developed it. I started putting it together about a year and a half ago, and we finally launched it about a month and a half ago. So it's not very old, okay? But it is a new concept. It's showing people how to flip properties without having to actually go out and look at the properties. You sit right here at your home, your desk, your computer, at a coffee shop, on a beach, wherever you're at, on a cruise, wherever you're at, and it shows you how to flip properties without using any of your own money, any of your own credit. That's one part of it. That's the first part of it. But Flipstream also shows you how to do 1 to 4 unit apartment complexes. It shows you how to do fix and flip. Shows you how to do multi-units. Shows you how to do commercial property. Shows you how to do development deals. Shows you how to do land deals. If anything you want to know how to do within the real estate investing industry, Flipstream provides you all the tools, resources, training, support, and mentorship to make that happen. Okay? So today, we're going to go over what we talked about is you're going to go to the Investor Lounge. Now, the Investor Lounge is only accessible for those people who are members like yourself, who are subscription paying members, who are paying that $19.99 per month. Once you pay that, then you automatically get access to your Investor Lounge. Okay, this is your back office of where you go to get all your tools and resources to be able to find property, evaluate properties, structure properties, contract properties, list your properties, find the end buyer, set up the closing, and get paid without using any of your own money or credit. Okay? So you with me so far?
Yes, sir. I'm with you.
All right. So what we have here is this back office area is really a Rolodex of all the tools, resources, and services that we offer. Okay. In the first set of Rolodex, you see where it says search for properties. And the way you operate these Rolodexes, you simply just find the Rolodex that you're looking for, right? We have search for properties, we have evaluate properties, we have the investor tools and calculators, we have secure your funding, we have list, market, and flip and rent your properties. So we have all the necessary categories for you to be able to do whatever you're doing, whether it's fix and flip, whether it's buy and hold, whether it's multifamily, whether it's development, whether it's the real estate day trading, flipping properties without using your own money, your own credit. We have everything you need to make all that happen. Okay. Now, the way you operate these Rolodexes, you look to the Rolodex, notice the Rolodexes, they roll around. If you move your cursor over to the right and you click on it, it rolls to the left, like so. You see?
Yes,
if
sir.
you put your cursor on the left and you click on it, it rolls to the right, like so. Okay? When you find what you're looking for, like this is right here, this is what we use to search for the right type of properties, those pre-foreclosed properties that are in list pending, those properties that have those motivated sellers. This is where you go to find your property. We have a partnership with PropWire. And you click on it, it pulls it up. Here's right here. Free database of cheap houses. So you go to the link, click that, and it takes you right over to our PropWire account. Now, you're gonna have to create your own free account. It's free. PropWire does not charge our members anything. PropWire, you don't have to pay anything to use PropWire. You create your free account. Okay, you won't have to put your credit card in or nothing. Once you create your free account, all you gotta do is click log in, and once you have created it, automatically pull up your search area for PropWire. Okay, but you first have to create your free account. All right, so This is the first step in what we call real estate day trading. Okay? This is the most important step in what we call real estate day trading. The ability to locate the right types of properties, identify the motivated sellers, structure your deal, right? This is the first step in finding properties that you can flip out without having to actually go put your hands on it, without actually having to go look at it, without actually having to put any of your own money into it or any of your own, or use any of your own credit. Okay? So this is the first step. All right. First step is you got to locate a property. Where are you located?
Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, you're in Ohio. So there's another good thing about Flip Street. You don't have to live in the area where you're searching for properties. Okay? You can be in Ohio and you can search for properties in California. You can search for properties in Florida. You can search for properties in Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Nevada, Utah, Wyoming, Idaho, Oregon, Maine, Massachusetts, New York, Pennsylvania, anywhere. Okay? You can, the entire country is your target, it's your canvas, it's your playground. Okay? No longer are the days of where these people are teaching you to just look for properties in your hometown, areas that you can spend money to put gas in your car and drive to, and have to walk up and really actually put hands on property, knock on doors, and come on, that's old fashioned. That's where I started out, right? But technology has evolved since then, right?
Correct.
So why are people still teaching you, charging you $5, $10, $15, $20? I paid $14,000 to learn this stuff at a seminar they had at the Tallahassee Civic Center here back in 1995. 14 grand. Okay, that's what I paid. My partner paid almost twice that, and plus he paid for a couple of $11,000, $5,000 mentorship sessions. Okay, over the course of his 12-year career in this. So, and there are companies out there, most companies out there still charge that kind of money to teach you to go knock on doors. Okay, that's old news. That's outdated. It's not efficient. It's not very effective, and you spend a lot of money and a lot of time, and what you get out of it, you don't really get enough out of it to compensate you for all that time and money you spent. Okay, so we're going to show you a better way. All right, through using our PropWire connection, we're going to search for a property. Let's see, you're in Ohio. We're gonna check Ohio, USA. Now, so we're in Ohio. So it's gonna tell you when you first click on it, it's gonna tell you Ohio has more than 5,075,810 off-market properties that have some type of, in some type of distress circumstance. Okay, and this is your big picture. All right. You don't want to search all these properties. You want to narrow it down. First of all, to the properties that have enough equity, properties that are in pre-foreclosure, properties that are in that list pending stage or that notice of default stage, properties that have the motivated sellers, right? You want to find a property that's got enough money left in the deal for you to pay off all their liens, their attorney fees, and put a minimum of $20,000 in their pocket, and that you can make at least 10, 20, $30,000, $40,000 minimum, and have enough room for the end buyer who's going to be buying this contract from you, have enough money for them to make money. Okay, so in order to do that, you got to basically identify those properties through these search criteria. Very important here. So what you got to do is you're in Ohio. Now you want to narrow down your lead types. Okay, all right. First of all, you want to click pre-foreclosures. That's all we're really interested in, pre-foreclosures. Better calculate that. That drops it from the 5 million down to 8,048. Then you want to go ahead and add in high equity. We don't want low equity. We want high equity. That's going to take you from the 8,000 down to 3,810. Now you got to go to property types. You don't want to go and look in for mobile homes and multifamilies and land and commercial because you're not ready for that yet. We want to stick with single family homes. Okay? Stick with single family homes. That narrows it down to 3,234 results. All right. Now you want to go to the price. You want to go to the value, estimated value from 0 to Ohio. We're going to say 600. We're going to say 700,000. Okay. You can look for higher price, higher, more value property, but in Ohio, I wouldn't go more than 700,000. All right. Now we're at 3,192 properties. Now you want to go over, you're going to look at your more section. Okay. You're going to go to your filters. You're going to go to the owner filters. You don't want to look at properties owned by businesses, banks, or trusts. You only want to look at property that's owned by individuals, because if you're dealing with businesses, banks, and trusts, chances are they're going to want you to put a huge deposit down, money that you don't have yet. The whole point of this, you want to be able to get it just without using any of your own money, any of your own credit. All right, so we're going to click individuals. We're going to click and save that. Now we're going to go over and click another one of our, the more section. We're going to go to the financial filter. Now, in the financial filter, you don't want to look at property that are low equity. There's no point in looking at a property that only has 40%, 50%, or 60% equity in it. We always tell you all, especially if y'all are doing a partnership deal with us, do not submit any properties that have less than 70% equity in them. Now, if you're doing this all on your own, you're not doing a partnership deal with us, you can look at properties that have 60%, 50% equity. But I'm telling you, those deals are going to be hard to do. They're going to be hard to do because remember, first you got to pay off their liens. You got to pay their attorney fees. And we don't, anyone within our network, if you're using our name and our network, especially if you're doing partnership deals or the mentorship deals, if you're doing any deals like that where we are involved, we never, ever, 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 ever make an offer to the sellers, the people whose houses are about to be foreclosed on. We never make an offer to them that does not include at least $20,000 in their pocket. We're not one of those companies. We're never going to be one of those companies that call these people up who are already stressed, who are already traumatized, who are already going through probably the worst situation they're ever going through in their lives, and say to them, well, we want to offer you a win-win by paying off your liens and taking that off your hands and keeping that foreclosure off your credit. But you ain't giving them no money to start over. You understand what I'm saying? That's not us.
Yes, sir.
We're not here to prey upon people. We're not here to, to take advantage of people. That's not what we're here to do. Okay? That's why we only look at properties that have at least 70% equity. So when we do approach the owners of those properties, we can offer them some type of relief. We can offer them at least enough money for them to at least have a decent fresh start. Okay? So that's our standpoint, on that. Okay. So you're gonna slide this bar. You have what's called a estimated equity bar. You're gonna slide that bar. You got little numbers up there. You're gonna slide it over until it hits 70%. Slide it over until it hits 70%. There we go. So now we're at 70%. Now you want to take it off the 1% equity, because if you're dealing with a property that has 1% equity and it's in pre-foreclosure, something out there there's something out there that you don't know about. We don't want to deal with that headache. So we take it off that and put it on about 98%. Okay? I can tell you for a fact, any deal that you're looking at that has 100% equity in it and is in the off market and it says pre-foreclosure, something's wrong. There's something out there you don't know about. Okay? And those are the things that jump up and bite you a day before closing, 2 days before closing, that cause the whole deal to unravel. So don't even deal with it. All right. So now you got that. So now you got your final stuff in. You click save and close. It's going to recalculate, and it's going to drop down to 1,426 results. Now you want to go again. You want to go to your foreclosure filter. Okay. In your foreclosure filter, type notice type. You're going to look for notice of list pendants. Now, if you click that and nothing pops up, that means that state does not have a list pendants. Okay, you might have to click notice of default. Okay, some states have notice of default, some states have list pendants. All right, and then you're gonna want to click your notice date. Okay, notice date starting from. You always want to go back no further than a year, because if you go further back than a year, chances are that's outdated information. It's either gone to the auction already, or those people are finding a way to take care of that and get that off. It just hasn't updated in the system. So you don't want to go back no further than a year. I go back, if it's August right now, I'm looking at going back to about October. And you're gonna have to click a date. If you don't click a date, it's not gonna save. So you're gonna have to go and actually click a date, October the 1st, 2023. All right, see how it pops up? Now it's in there. Now you click save, and let's see what we got. Now it says we have 1,279 results. Now, that's a little bit more targeted than that 5 million that we first had just put in the state of Ohio, right?
Yes, sir.
You don't want to search for a whole lot of stuff you can't do. You only want to search for the stuff that you can make a deal on. So that's where we're at. So we're in Ohio now. We've got 1,279 properties that we can go in here and prospect and put our numbers together and see what we're working with. Okay, so start right off the bat, you got one here that's 71% equity. Okay, click on it. Let's see what it looks like. What we got here? Oh, pretty nice home, nice neighborhood, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, pretty nice home, nice neighborhood. We've got estimated value $315,340. Estimated the equity in that property is $224,690, 71% equity. As we scroll down, we see that this property has it only has one mortgage. It doesn't have a first, second, or third. It just has one mortgage. And they owe $90,648 on the loan. Now, I know it says here loan estimated payment right there. Don't pay that no, never mind, because that's probably wrong. Okay, that's probably wrong. That payment could be as high as $2,300 a month, but we know that that's not the right payment, so that's wrong. Tells you right there. We've estimated the monthly loan payment for this mortgage using the interest rate shown and amortizing the loan over the loan term. If no loan terms was available for the loan, then the assumption of 360 months was used to calculate the estimated loan payment. So pay that no mind. That's on no consequence. Okay. What you're looking at is right here. What's owed on the property? That's what's currently owed on. $9,640. That's the payment that they haven't been making a payment. That's why they still owe that much money on it. Then we scroll down, we see that there's no second mortgage. If there's a second mortgage, you got to add the second mortgage in too. You got to pay off all liens. Okay. We see here land information. Okay. We see here there's no delinquent taxes. And we see here that it is in list pending, which is what we want to see. And that list pending date, it was filed as a list pending, a notice of pre-foreclosure. They notified the owners that their property is in pre-foreclosure, which means they are getting it prepared to send to the court to schedule a court date to have a foreclosure hearing so they can set a auction date. Okay, so the notice of pre-foreclosure was recorded on 7/11/2024. So this was just recorded. Now, in most states that have list pendants, it takes about a year to a year and a half to set that property up for a foreclosure hearing. Okay, so this is good.
Yes, sir.
You got a lot of time to work this deal. Okay, the lender name is Wells Fargo. Have all the information you need, list pendants, all that type of stuff. The attorney for the lenders is this company right, Manley Diaz Kowalski LLC, whatever. Okay. High price attorney because they got a high price name. Right? So, all right. So we know who the attorneys are. All right. All right. So we got all the information. Now we got to structure this deal. Let's say if this deal will work for you or us as partners or whatever the case may be. Okay. So what are we going to do? We're going to pull up our old trusted calculator. We got to go and pull up the calculator. Let's get the calculator out. All right, we got the calculator. We know that this property has a value of $315,340. That's the estimated value. Now, the way you work these deals, because remember, when you're working a real estate day trade deal, what you're really working is an assignment of contract. That's the official name of it, assignment of contract. You're not flipping the property, you're flipping a contract. Okay? You're not buying a property and then trying to flip it out to somebody else. You're contracting the property, and then you're flipping that contract to an end buyer, the person that's actually going to buy this property. But because you have it under contract, they have to buy it from who? You. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. This is how you do flip real estate without using any of your own money or any of your own credit. You let someone else bring the money to the table. You just set the deal up, get it under contract, and then you do what's called a simultaneous closing or a double closing, whatever people call them. And then everybody comes to the table and the transaction takes place. Everybody gets their check. All right, we're going to show you how to set that up, how to evaluate this property. All right, so $315,340 is the estimated value. Now, end buyer, the person who's going to be buying this contract from you, they have a formula. Okay, it's called a wholesale formula. They never pay more. They never offer more than 70% of the after repaired value minus what it costs to repair the property. Get the property up to standard. Now, obviously, this property probably doesn't need any repairs. Okay, you look at the property, right?
Yes, sir.
And don't need repairs. After repaired value is usually a little bit more than the estimated value anyway. So we're going to base this on estimated value, $315,000, $340,000. All right, so you take that $315,000, $340. All right. Now you got to work it from the end buyer end first. Okay. We already know that their rule is they never offer more than 70% of what? This value right here, the after repair value or the estimated value, right?
Correct.
So what you got to do is you got to take it and see, okay, if I got the worst offer ever from one of these end buyers, let's say I only got a 40% offer to value, not a 70%, which is what they never go over. But let's say they offered me 40%. Okay, if they're going to offer me 40% of that, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to do that times 40%. So that means they're going to offer me $126,136. Okay, I'm thinking that's what they will offer me if they offer me got a piss poor offer, right? So
correct.
$126,136. So we'll take that 120. What was that? 126, 136. 126, 136. Minus, now we got to subtract what's owed on the property, right? Minus $90,648. So we'll take that minus $90,648. We got $35,480 left to work with, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, minus $20,000 in their pocket. So we can say we're going to give them at least $20,000. That leaves us with $15,488. Now, we don't know what's owed to the attorneys. On a deal like this, it's probably going to be about $5,000. Okay? But so that leaves us with at least 10 grand made. Right?
Yes, sir.
So on a property like this, at just a 40% offer, we're looking at anywhere from 10 to 15 grand that you would take at closing. Minus the closing costs, probably about $1,200. So you gotta be looking at about $9,000 to $10,000 after the closing costs and whatever the attorneys are charging. Okay? Not a bad deal for just sitting at your desk, putting a deal together, right?
Correct.
Now, let's do the same deal. Let's say they offered you 50% instead of 40%. Okay? If they offer you 50%, same deal. You take the 315, 340. Sorry, times 50%. So that means they're gonna probably offer around $157,670. $157,670. 157,670 is what you get offered. Minus that $90,648, right?
Yes, sir.
90,648 minus $20,000 to the seller after paying off all their liens and stuff. So now you're looking at a $47,000 deal. Minus $6,500, $6,000 to the attorney, and then another $1,200. So you're looking at at least what, $41,000 to $42,000, right?
Yes, sir.
Let's say that the seller said, well, I gotta have more than 20 grand, so we got a lot of bills and stuff. Is there a chance I can get 30,000? Of course you can. You subtract another 10,000 from that. And you can still put a deal together. You still got 37,000. Right?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's say I need 40,000. Well, you can do that too. You can subtract another 10,000 from that. And you're still sitting on 27,000. You think this is a workable deal now?
Yeah.
Now remember, the end buyers, their formula, they never pay more than 70%. On a house like this, I would expect at least to get 60 to 65%. So let's do it at 60%. 315, 340. Times 60%. So you probably get an offer of $189,204 at 60%. It's probably going to come in between that 55 and 60. I expected, a property like this, in a neighborhood like this, that looks like this, to come in at about 50 to 65%. So 6% is very doable. Okay? Because you got enough room left in it for the end buyer to make money on it. Right?
Yes, sir.
If they pay you $189,000 for it, right?
Yes,
It's
sir.
valued at $315,000. They still got plenty enough money to make it a deal. They can cut that by almost $50,000, $60,000 and still make almost $100,000 on the deal. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
This is how real estate day trading works. Now, take that 189,204, 189,204 minus that 90,000. What they owe on the property, 90,648. That leaves you with 98,556 if you put $20,000 in their pocket. If they go for that deal, you're making over $70,000. Let's say if they say, well, Mr. So and so, look, I know we're in a bad spot and we hadn't made a payment on this property in the last year and a half. It's about to go to, we're about to be scheduled for a court date and all that type of stuff. But, I really think that, I'm really gonna need a decent amount of money for my property. And I know you're helping us out by paying off all the liens and the attorney fees and everything and offering us $20,000, but we really need about 60 grand. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can make that work. So you've already offered them 20,000. Now they want 60,000, right? You say that's another 40,000. Let's see at least with 38,000. You see what I'm saying? This is why you only deal with property that have at least a minimum of 70% equity. And we're looking at one that just has 71% equity. What about the ones that have 80%, 90%, 87%, 86%, 94%, 95%? See what I'm saying? And remember now, you're looking at more than what? 1,200? Was it 1,200 or 2,000 properties? Looking at more than 1,200 properties that fits these criteria.
Yeah, they go 1 to say 86.
Yeah. There's one for 86. There's one for 81, 83, 89, 83, 82, 94, 89. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yes, sir.
we set it up that way to only show us properties that we can actually work. Now, why is it important to find as many properties as possible that can fit the criteria? Because after you structure your deal, you know you got a deal that can work. Now you got to find the owner. Okay, that's the owner's name. The owner has one property. That's good. That's good because you know they're not a landlord. They're not a real estate investor, right?
They tenants, they self.
Yeah, they are. They know they only have one property that they were buying. This property that they were living in. So they're not one of those savvy investors that invest in a bunch of properties. So when you start dealing with people that got a bunch of properties, chances are you're going to have a lot more difficult time closing them. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So it's good that this is a person who has one property. Now you got to find this person's phone numbers and stuff. All right. They're going to want to charge you, I think, 10 cents per search on here. I would not use their searches because they're no better than the free ones that we give. All right. So what you can do from here is now you got to go find this person. You're going to go back to Flipstream. You're going to go down here to where it says evaluate properties. And you're going to go to your free, you're going to go to your skip tracing. People search. You're going to click on your people search. People search. We're going to do this outside. Open the tab. Then you're going to put in the name. And you're going to put in the Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio. Can't be that many people with that name in Columbus, Ohio. You're going to click search. Okay. You got 2 records found. Okay, that's cool. They're both probably the same person, 54 and 54. Ain't that many people that name that's exactly the same age, right? One has the what's called, one has the, so you're gonna search for these people. 54 used to live in Columbus, the township. That's probably the same person. This is probably the same person. So we're gonna go ahead and click on one of them, do the details. Okay, now remember this is a free people search. It has their phone number as this right here. Okay, you're gonna go out here and we're gonna search and see current address. Yep, that's the one, right? 3290B. So that's them. So they're still living in the property. All right. Check the phone numbers, wireless phone number, last reported July 2024. Chances are that's a good phone. Why? Because Aerial Communications reported a bill paid last was July 2024. Right?
Yes, sir.
Well, chances are that's a good number. You got a landline, that's probably still a good number. Less than a year old. All right. These right here are probably not good. See how old the 2021 wireless phones, stuff like that. Okay. So these 2 right here are probably good numbers. These 2 landlines. This one, and maybe this one too. Yeah. So you're gonna call those numbers. See if you can get in touch with them. Okay. You're also gonna check the email addresses. Right? You got the email. Make sure you copy these email addresses down when you're looking for them, and then you call the numbers, and then you call them, hey, Mr. Sir, how you doing? Or Miss Sir, how you doing? My name is so and so and so. If you're doing this on your own and you're not doing a partnership deal with us, my name is Mark Crayton. I'm a real estate investor, and I represent a network of cash buyers, and we're interested in making an offer on the property that you have located at Plaza. So we see here that it's you owe about $90,000 on the property, some change. Does that sound about right? Well, yeah. Okay, cool. Well, we like to offer to purchase that property and make you an offer that's going to pay off all your liens and your attorney fees and keep this off your credit. And we're offering to put, somewhere in the neighborhood of $20,000 cash in your pocket at closing. That help you and your family out. That's how you're gonna approach it.
Okay.
Now, after that, they say, well, okay, yeah, that sounds good. And who you with again? You got to tell them who you with or whatever this and that. They're probably going to say, well, do you have a website or something this and that? Well, if you don't, you don't. If you do, you do. Okay. Now, but let's say you get them to say, okay, well, I like to do that, but I got to have at least, $30,000. You say, okay, well, I think we can, we can accommodate you on that, on the $30,000. But what I need to do right now is, I know that this is a good our phone number for you. What's your email address? Because we have heart1084@aol.com, and we have another one. We have another. So, which one of these? What's a good email address for us to send you the official offer? Okay, he's going to give you the email address. Okay. Now that you got them to agree on the phone, you let us look. I'm going to be sending you a contract, an agreement, so we can get this property on the contract. So then we can present it to our network of cash buyers, and then we're going to go ahead and get that money for you, so you can pay off your liens, your attorney fees, and put that $30,000 and give you $30,000 cash at close. Okay, and we're going to close this within the next 30 days.
Okay.
Sounds good?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, now you got to go and you got to find them what? You got to find the contracts. You got to find the correct contract. Go back to your business now. Well, I'm sorry. You're going to go to your legal library forms. You're going to go to your legal agreements and forms. And you're going to pull up the correct contract. Now, you got to do a little research to find out if Ohio is a full disclosure state or if it's a non-disclosure state when it comes to assignment of contracts. Simply Google, is Ohio a full disclosure assignment of contract state for real estate? Okay, just Google. Okay, we have all the agreements here. We have the purchase agreement. We have the optional purchase agreement. We have the assignment of contracts. We have the assignment of contracts. We have the full disclosure assignment of contract. We have it in both Word and PDF. So we have all the agreements back there. You just got to figure out what that state requires. Okay.
Okay.
Once you pull up by the agreement, then you send it to them to get them to sign it. You're also going to want to ask them for the payoff, to get an official payoff, on the property. You're going to want to ask them to get what's owed, what's owed to the attorneys. All the information is right in here, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So now that's one way of doing it. Now, then once you do that, then you got to set it up for a closing. Once you do that, I'm sorry, then you got to find an end buyer for it, right? You find the end buyer by going back here to the business lounge again, and go down here, and you go down to where it says list, market, flip, or rent. Okay, you're gonna post it on one of these sites right here. We buy ugly houses, this real estate, flat fee listing site. This is a flat fee listing site. They charge like $3.99, something like, or just whatever it is. You don't have to pay, a percentage of the closing costs of the sale price, or you can post it to this right here. We buy ugly houses. Everybody knows them. Then just post it here. I don't think they charge anything to post it, and then put in the address. Don't post anything on these sites until you have it on the contract. Okay, you post it, and then you start getting offers in on that contract. Or you can go to the other one, which is I like this one too. This is a pretty good one. Sunday. They're an actual network of cash buyers. You get multiple offers in, put in the address, get cash offer, fill out the information, and they'll start responding to you with cash offers. Okay. Now,
yes, sir.
That's one way of doing this. Okay. Now, once you've done that, then you got to do what? Once you get a cash buyer, and everything's that. Now you got to get it to a closing agency. We partnered with this company called Passkey Notary Services. Okay. You go in and you submit your deal to them, and then they will connect you with a wholesale friendly closing attorney. Okay. And I think they charge you at the closing, you get a fee, part of the closing fees. Okay. Which comes out of the proceeds that closes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, that's one way of doing these deals. Now, that's if you're doing it all on your own. If you're doing that all on your own on this particular deal, since I'm the mentor that kind of walk you through this deal, anytime you do a mentor session with us and we walk you through a particular deal and you close that deal, right, then you pay us 10%. Okay, it's 10 to 20% of your closing, of what you get at closing. So if you get that $60,000 or $40,000 or $80,000, you pay us 10%. Okay, we don't charge you anything up front, we get paid on the end. If you did this deal completely on your own with no mentorship, you went in and found a deal and worked on your own, you keep 100% of what you get. Okay, you just pay your $19.99 per month. All right. Now there's a third way that you can do these deals, and that's called our day trade partnership. Okay. In the day trade partnerships, you would do the first part of the deal. Okay, go back here. You would do the first part of the deal. You structure it when you find the property. You structure the deal. Okay, you're going to structure it at 40%, 50%, and 60%. Okay.
Okay.
And then you are going to track down the owner, call them and verify the phone, verify that this is a good phone number, and verify the correct email address. You're not going to discuss with them how much money they're being offered. Basically, you're going to call them up. You're going to, Mr. Sir, how are you doing? My name is Mark Crayton. I'm with RBBS Property Holdings. And we have a huge network of cash buyers, and we're interested in your property that you have at Blase, Blase, Blase. We notice here that you owe I see that you owe about $90,648. And you're going to have some attorney fees. And they would like to make an offer to pay off all your liens, your attorney fees, and put a considerable amount of cash in your pocket. Notice I didn't say how much. And put a considerable amount of cash in your pocket at closing. If that's acceptable to you, my job today is to verify that I have a good phone number for them to contact you at, and that I have the best email for them to send you an official offer. Is this the number that they should contact you at? Well, hold on there, Mr. Crayton. First of all, who you with again? Well, I'm with RBBS Property Holdings. Okay, I don't know that company. What's that company's? Do they have a website? What's their address? Okay, well, I can give you the website. It's RBBSHoldingsLLC.com. Okay, and it's gonna take them here to our site. Let them know. Okay, that's who you will. All right. They're the ones who's going to be contacting and making you the offer. Well, how much money? So I don't know that. Like I said, I just verify the information and try to make sure I have the right phone number and the best email address for them to contact you and make the offer. And they're going to speak directly with you on that. They don't discuss that with me. That's between you and them, and they're going to discuss with you and try to come up with the best deal that's going to satisfy both you, them, and their end buyer. Okay. All right. Well, okay, that sounds good. All right. So this is the phone number that they should contact. Yeah, this is the right phone. And we have an email address of blah, 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 blah. Is that the best email? No, I'm gonna give you the right email address. Okay. Get the right email address. All right, great. All right. So expect a call from them within the next 48 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and submit them. I'm going to go ahead and submit this and let them know that you are very interested in discussing with them to buy your property and put a certain amount of cash in your pocket, pay off all your liens and your attorney fees. All right, great. So they'll be contacting you within 48 hours. All right, great. After that, then you submit it to us. then you're going to turn around and you're going to submit this to us doing this form right here. You're going to go to the day trade deal submission, and you're going to submit this over to us. Okay, you're going to fill this out, fill this information out, put in your full name, all that stuff, your cell phone number, your email address. Then you're going to put in the property information, subject property, put in the full address. Don't just put 123. Don't just put 332 Beagle Boulevard. You know how many Beagle Boulevards there are in the United States? Put in the whole address. That and Columbus, Ohio, and the zip code. Okay. Put in the whole address. Okay. Estimated property value. Don't just put a number. Put the dollar sign in front of it. Okay. It's real easy. All you got to do is just what? All you really got to do is
copy and paste.
Yeah, that's the value right there. That's the equity right there. The percent right there. Copy and paste it, right? The original amount, the amount owed on it right there. Right? It's real simple. Just copy and paste that stuff. Copy and paste what we're looking for. Estimated property value, the equity percentage, the amount of equity, total loan balance, put in the whole number, make it presentable. Property owner's full name, put that in right there. Verified phone number, put the verified, that's after you call them and verify that is a good number. Verified email address, that is after you contacted them and verified that this is a good email address. The owner's current mailing address, sometimes the mailing address will be different from where the property is, so a lot of times people have already left their property. Okay, so they got spooked when they got that assignment. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So put all this information in. Then you're gonna put in the profit margin calculation. What I just showed you, after paying off the loan balance and putting $20K in their pocket, profit at 40% off of the value. So you're gonna put the 40% deal here. Okay, what we're making at 40% after paying off the liens and putting $20K in the pocket. You're gonna put the 50% deal here after paying off the liens and putting $20K in the pocket, and you're gonna put this 60% deal here after paying off the liens and putting $20K in the pocket. You're gonna submit that to us. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it nice. It's gonna be nice, clean. All right. Once we get it, then we take it from there. We are going. Me personally, I'm going to re-verify your numbers. Then I am going to call those people, and I'm going to close them. Okay. I'm going to call them. I'm going to close them. Now, part now, we're going to send them the proper contract. We're going to get the actual payoff on the property from the lien holder. We're going to get what the attorney fees are owed from the attorneys. We're going to make sure that once we get that contract signed, the proper agreements, we're going to send them the proper agreements per their state, make sure they get them signed, and get all that back along with the payoffs and the attorney fees. We are then, my partner's then going to submit this deal first to his cash buyer syndicate. That is a network of cash buyers that he belongs to. I think they have about $12 million per quarter they can spend on properties. Okay, he's going to submit it to them first, direct to his cash buyer syndicate. If they buy it, great. Got a quick deal that we can flip out real quick. If they don't, then we are going to present this to the overall network of cash buyers in the United States that we know about and try to get the highest possible offer that we can on that property. Once we get a cash buyer in, then we're going to set it up for a closing. Once we set it up for the closing, we're going to keep you, in the loop as to what's going on, what stage we're at, all that kind of stuff. And once we get a closing settlement statement, we're going to provide you with a copy of that closing settlement statement. We are going to attend the closing. We're going to close that deal. Then we split that settlement closing check 50-50. Okay, you get 50% of it, we get 50% of it. That's the partnership deal. Okay, that's how we do the partnership deal. So that's real estate day trading. I just giving it to you in a nutshell. Okay. That's real estate day trading. That's how it all works. Those are there. You can either do it completely yourself, you can do a mentorship deal, or you can do a partnership deal. It's up to you. All right.
Now, yes, sir. One question.
Mm-hmm.
I know at the beginning you say you're recording this. Will I be able to? Can you send me the link to this recording?
Yeah, once it fully uploads everything, it'll be on both YouTube on our YouTube channel, and it will be in our Facebook. It'll be on our Facebook page. Here's our Facebook page. Flip Stream. This is our Facebook page here. Just go to flip-stream.com. I'm going to see you a copy of this. Hold up. I'm not sharing my screen right now, am I?
I see you. Oh, not to scream, but I see you.
Yeah, I'm not sharing my screen. Yeah. All right. So yeah, this is our Facebook page right here. All right. I'm sending you this in a chat right now. Check the chat on the on Zoom. You should have got the Facebook link right there. You got it?
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. I'm gonna send you the YouTube channel also too. Our YouTube channel. All right, this is our YouTube channel. All right. So you'll be able to find it both on both those. When you go to our YouTube channel, if you go to our playlist, it'll be in the playlist where you see where it says mentorship, Flipstream mentorship right here. You're ready to pull up you can pull up all the mentorship sessions. So we recorded.
It says you got 50 videos on YouTube.
Yeah, go to our list, go to the playlist, and click on the Flipstream mentorship sessions.
Oh, playlist.
Yeah, see right here? These are all of the mentorship sessions. If you want to look at your mentorship session, we used to have them here, and we have them there with the person's name. Like mentorship session with Gunn, and mentorship session with Cal Cole, visit with Eli. Yours will be mentorship session with Mark Crayton.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll put them all in. But give me a couple hours because it takes about 2 to 3 hours for this the finished process and down.
Oh, okay. I'll be waiting. I really appreciate this, sir.
All right. So that's how you do these deals. Look, man, just follow the steps. If you have questions, you can always, on the website itself, you can always click right here where it says let's chat.
Okay.
And then you can put a little quick question in there, shoot over to us. Either me or my partner will respond to.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. So how you liking this?
I'm loving it. This is very exciting.
All right. Well, look, man, like I said, I wanted to make sure I put together a platform that people could use no matter where you're at. And remember, you don't have to stick to Ohio. Ohio is a good area, though. Don't get me wrong. But you don't have to stick to Ohio. Okay?
Right.
You can search properties all over the United States. There are some areas that we tell you not to go into, like South Carolina. They have real strict rules against wholesaling. Georgia, they have expedited foreclosure process, so it's kind of hard to find properties that are not already going to the auction. Texas has properties that's expedited too. You can find some properties there, but it's kind of hard to find ones that are not already going to the auction and places like that. But but other than that, countrywide, we got about 46 states that you can do this in, no problem.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. Look, man, it was great talking with you. Don't forget, we have training every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. on real estate day trading. We have our podcast we have a Flipstream live every Sunday morning at 10:15 a.m. That's presented by my partner. I do the training every Wednesday night, and we're going to be starting a live podcast probably on Thursday or Friday nights. We're not sure which night it's going to be on yet, but we're going to have a podcast that we're going to be doing at 7 p.m. either Thursday or Friday nights. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. Look, love having you on. The platform. Spread the word. Share it. Tell people about our platform. Share our posts and stuff you see on Facebook. Share it. Share it. Share it. What's the point of being part of something if you ain't telling nobody about it?
Right.
Okay. In order for us to keep doing this, offering this at that little fee that we offer for, we got to have a lot of people in our platform, right? If we can't get the numbers, then we're not gonna be able to afford to keep doing this. Yeah, you understand what I'm saying? So
Yes, sir.
help us to get our numbers up. Share our YouTube channel, share our YouTube videos, share our stuff that we post on Facebook, all that type of stuff. Share it. Share it in LinkedIn, share it on Twitter, share it on Instagram, share it on Facebook, share it. Okay?
All right.
All right, look, man, I appreciate you. And I will see you hopefully on Wednesday during our training session, 7 p.m.
Yes, sir. Yes,
All right,
sir.
you have a good
will.
day.
You too, sir. Thank you.